This is your Empath Energy Exchange. I'm Christine, your spiritual guide and mentor, and I channel the messages, pull cards, and feel the overall theme for the week. Welcome, empowered empaths, light workers, healers, and sensitives. The time is now to share your light with the world. So join me, comment, like, and subscribe, and share away. Hi, welcome. I'm Christine with 24 Karat Healing. I am spiritual guide, as I mentioned, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Yes, it is December 27th, 2020 when we're doing this, and we are talking about, of course, the weekly update starting December 28th. And that energy is an 8, and 8s are all about infinity, infinite, everything cycling in, cycling out. It is unlimited. So that's kind of, in regards to numerology, I dabble a little bit in that, but please tell me how your Christmas was. What did you do? Even if you're on the replay, feel free to share. It was definitely different from last year, I'll tell you that. New location, new everything. And you know what? I love it. I'm absolutely loving it here. So please share with us how your Christmas was. Now, I know it was, a struggle. Lonely time, definitely reach out. We had some Christmas Eve and Christmas Day Zoom parties because we knew that, there were others out there that didn't have anybody. I mean, I was lucky enough to have my son with me. However, I know that there are people that don't have anybody, either whether they're sick or they're in hospice or, their families far away, or maybe they're estranged as well. So it's a tough time. So when we tuned in today, I heard the word memory, and then, funny, Barbara Streisand comes in. I'm like, wow, okay. When that song came out in 1981, I was 7. So I'm like, do I really remember this song? I'm not sure. So I had a look at the lyrics, and it's very interesting because it coincides with the intuitive writing that I do before I tune in, before we pull cards. And some of the lyrics are like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way we were. And I believe that was from a motion picture as well. So can it be that it was also simple, time rewritten? If we had the chance to do it all over again, tell me, would we, could we? So there's some pain in there. There's some beauty, choosing to forget. But what we want to remember is the laughter, the love. Not rehashing things, obviously. Past lives, ancestors, they're all here with us. They're supporting us. They've always been around. We're just waking up to the fact that they are here, right? It's pretty simple. Hi, Lynn. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a beautiful Christmas and, Christ, Mass, however you want to interpret that. So last week, we talked about the solstice, obviously, with the Christmas star and the conjunction and all that good fun stuff. And, we pulled the teacher card, the learning card, and the heart healing card. And I feel, now maybe, share with me if you feel differently, but I felt a lot of things shift. Big time shifts, energy upgrades, activations, the ringing in the ears, the Schumann's resonance, everything is changing, shifting. It's like a global identity, re-identity, identifying who we truly are on a soul level. Yes. All right. So yeah, and then, oh yeah, of course, on Tuesday we have the full moon in Cancer, also known as the cold moon. I guess it would be the official, moon of winter, if you really want to look at it. And the interpretations are my son, he's a Cancer, bless his heart, water sign, feeling all the feels and sometimes getting stuck in those feels and maybe overanalyzing those feels. Any other Cancers out there? So change, freedom, intuition, and excitement. So I'm going to be sharing. Obviously, this is a live universal reading. And thank you, everyone who has shared, followed, liked, subscribed, even on, the podcast. Let me know where you listen as well. Send me a message, leave a review. Reach out. I want to hear from you. Let me know, really want to look at 2020 in a positive light, because I've been seeing a lot of, dumpster fire and this and that. Everything was trying to turn to negative. Yeah, there were challenges, but really it's about how you look and how you embrace challenge. Do you run away and hide? Or do you face it and say you have the courage to face it? Instead of saying, that word fear has been thrown around a lot. And Carolyn Miss, I love her. She deals with a lot of the elementals, the fairies, the tree spirits. And she's a no-nonsense lady. And I had just watched something about fear and how we throw it around like it's nothing. And it's almost like we let it rule us. Like it's so flippant. There's no sentence needed. I'm afraid, I have fear in me. But now we become comfortable with the privilege of being comforted. So we need it's the courage and the fortitude. So we speak weakness so fluently. That's not who we are. Absolutely not. And it's really due to our pride. And pride is a word that can make or break us. I highly, highly believe that. All right. Lynn is just saying she's doing okay. We certainly had a different experience this year. Yeah. Quiet, more reflective, inner, yin, heart, healing, all of it. Going back to our truly our soulful self. Because that's who we are. We forgot. As I'm always being reminded, we forgot. We forgot. Lynn says 2020 wasn't as bad as it could have been. Yes, focus on the blessings instead. You got it right. Focus on the blessings instead of the negative. Absolutely. Because they really want to split hairs and split the narrative down. Before I forget, I've got a 2021 update coming up very shortly. Just let me say it's going to be interesting. So you want to tune in for that. Also, I'm doing a January energy update. Let me get rid of that banner. So just overall updates for the month, what to look out for, maybe it's more of just what I do here every week. And you can take what you want and leave the rest. That's all that matters. Not everything here is for everyone, right? So, all right. Going to get into the intuitive writing channeling, which is available to all of us. I have a video on YouTube all about how to do that. So if you're thinking, I don't know how to do that, or what do you mean? Go check it out. All right. So, in regards to these memories, so dramatic are our flashbacks, very dramatic. And also it's like the polarization, and we're getting flashbacks of the great and then the not so great. Why are we living in the past? Yeah. So I think we're starting to realize, okay, that happened, but it's not who I am. I'm in the present. And I'm looking forward to the future, but not so far that I get so attached to it that I'm flexible in the change, because change is ever apparent. So what we have learned in 2020. And this is who we are, not what we are. You may have had a terrible childhood, maybe not so bad, or have had a lot of bad things happen to you, but that's not who you are. It's a global identity shift, awakening to new energy, new light suits. I thought it was very interesting. So I had a dream the other night that I had a pet lion, but this pet lion was wearing a jumpsuit, a very sparkly jumpsuit, and he unzipped, and he was just stars. It was it was kind of trippy, but I appreciate the notion of it. Stepping into our courage, our power, who we are, sovereignty, new light bodies, upgrades, activations, innovations, reputation to God only. And God also means good, orderly deeds. Whatever denomination you believe in, go for it. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Rise of the Phoenix energy. This is day 3. I've been doing, a little bit of the holy days and nights. And it's definitely Rise of the Phoenix today. Uprooted, uprising. My family is not my identity. I identify as light, as love, as true sovereignty, and as God created me. And that's it. That's the message. Very quick, very sweet, very subtle. Yeah, so we're creating, we're creators. Transmutation of matter into spirit, and really seeing our lower aspects, right? And going, wow, okay, I'm living from the heart, the soul, and the upper 3 up into consciousness, because that's where we get our best innovative, collaborative, co-creative ideas. I strongly believe in that. All right. So let me know, in regards to the full moon as well, working with that. Create some type of ritual, a ceremony, just as you would have done with the Grand Conjunction or anything, a Christmas Eve. Any type of mass, any type of experience, creating a sacred space, smudging and cleansing ourselves, our divination tools, lighting candles, definitely invokes spirit for me, and is a signal for spirit. Charging crystals, taking your deep breaths, writing down, say it, burn it, surrender, and thank the moon. And so it is. And then also don't forget, this isn't a time to start something new other than maybe a new self-care ritual or something to take care of yourself. Overreacting, of course, making rash decisions and signing contracts. This is just a time to let go of stuff, baggage, check yourself, chill out, dance, meditate, have fun, and look at the full moon. Embrace the full moon. It's beautiful. It absolutely is. All right. Enough talking. We've already pulled cards just to kind of shorten the time that everybody's waiting, All right. So 3 cards this week. The first card is from the Energy Oracle deck, my favorite, and Goddess of the Moon. Now, if you're listening on a podcast, you have to come back and have a look, but it's a full moon, basically, and the goddess of the moon. The moon is highly intuitive, just like we are. So we're finding things really ramping up. We're discovering new intuitive abilities about ourselves, going, oh, I actually am psychic or clairvoyant or whatever it happens to be, a healer. Maybe you're doing some card readings, you're looking at Reiki, whatever it happens to be. This is all being activated right now. And this is a great time to release any fears that you have around it. Definitely no fear. Just go into it with courage, jump right in. How are you ever going to know, how you feel about something unless you actually try it? Because we usually dismiss ourselves. So going within more, finding times to connect with God, with ourselves. Really listening to all sorts of information that comes in, whether we hear it, see it, feel it, smell it, know it. Objects as well, psychometry. And, working with pendulums, cards, crystals, essential oils, herbs. I heard chanting, healing meditations. Maybe that was for me because I'm really looking at the chanting aspects. I'm really diving into that a little bit more because that is a meditation. Qigong as well is a moving meditation. It's a way to connect with ourselves. So yeah, get ready for amazing inspiration and things to open up this week. Really big shifts. And we're going into a new year. We're going into 2021. You've got that 2 energy, but then if you add up the numbers, it's a 5, and 5s are all about change. Are you ready? Are we ever ready? Come on now. Come on now. You cannot be, you have to embrace. The more you resist, the more it persists. True story. Because I did it myself for many, many years. All right. Yeah, so maybe share with me what your vision is, maybe your dream, purpose for 2021. And maybe what gifts were sent your way this year. What did you learn? What did you discover? How have you grown? Share with us. I'd love to hear about it. Love to hear about it. What gifts were sent my way this year? A new place to live, a new location, upgrades, a deeper relationship with my son. Absolutely. And what did I learn? I definitely learned to embrace my soulful self and the power along with it. So, and definitely grown and still growing. We never stop. We never stop. Although you need time to integrate things that you have learned. And Lynn's saying she's been doing Reiki and meditations with someone, and he does a lot of chanting. Very healing. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm really leaning towards the Edgar Casey as well. We've had past lives together, and that's why I'm really drawn to Reiki, the energy healing, the colors, the aura. He speaks what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. But I guess maybe the cautionary tale is to not be a wounded healer. Make sure you heal yourself first. That was something I learned. And to, make sure you cleanse and self-care and take time to refill this vessel, right? Before you go out and try to help other people. And then you've got to watch, hooks and cords and attachments and people that are draining. Okay. I'm not saying, oh, stay away from those people. I'm saying to go, oh, there's something there. What's going on? It's really doing the work on yourself first, right? Well, that's amazing. Yeah. Lynn's just saying loads of releasing and leaky eyes during those sessions. Yeah. Yeah. And, it's layers because there's been so much stuff. I mean, many of us have grown up to be in protection or build walls. But then I heard Joyce Meyer say, yeah, okay, you build walls, but you wall yourself in. How does that help anybody? Not at all. Not at all. All right. So the goddess of the moon. And the next card we pulled from the crystal reading card deck. And this one's a mouthful. I have never pulled this card, and hard to believe, with all the stuff, every weekly update that I do. Interesting. Now, can I say this right? Pyromorphite, patience. So we're working with the goddess of the moon, and pyromorphite is lime green. I love this. It's definitely heart-centered and solar plexus energy. Unique and powerful medicine. And this is a wonderful crystal for someone who needs more patience in their life. Don't we all? Self-esteem, assertiveness, and I'm going to turn this self-esteem into self-worth, knowing your worth, encouraging to listen to the voice within, your intuition, positive decisions and choices, deeper beliefs, and respecting thyself. Respecting thyself. How can you respect anyone else if you don't respect yourself first? Tolerance and understanding, because we tend to judge, right? Intuition and gut feelings. This is a deepening. This crystal is one to work with. Courage. Standing up for yourself, addressing issues of low self-worth. Deeper belief and respect for yourself. Having that respect. RESPCT. Find out what it means to me. Anyways. Just trust and know that all is taking place for your highest good, always. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now. And that's the ego trying to pull you back, trying to test you, trying to trigger you, trying to go, oh, you're so spiritual, are you? Here's some people for you that you thought you dealt with. Yeah. Forgive them, forgive them, forgive them, forgive yourself. And you can do like some type of release ceremony. Just imagine them in front of you and say, I forgive you. I give this to God. I'm putting it on the altar and I'm letting it go. And before you know it, the moments will flow by and patience will gift you with many blessings. And please be patient with yourself and those around you, because you don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what someone is going through. I have to remind myself that all the time. Right. Okay. So, goddess of the moon with the beautiful patience. I see some heart openings and heart expansions. And even in this card, it might not look on camera, but there's pink in here. Do you see the pinks? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, definitely. We're going into a new year. Of course, you're going to see lots of fluff and stuff. Oh, New Year's resolutions, do this, lose weight now. Oh, you're not good enough. You need this. You need. Stop. It's just a bunch of garbage to get you into your ego self to think that something outside of you will fulfill you, and it won't. It will not. Just like all the presents. No, it's presence. The I. Everything goes back to one, to Tao, to oneness. That's all that matters. And pulled as well from the, get my deck here. Self-care deck. Self-care. Tenderness. Tenderness. Speak gently to yourself. Cherish the child within. This is a beautiful card and reminder that we still every day be in wonderment through the eyes of a child, because you still are. Age is but a number. Where does the tenderness sit in your heart? And look at the child. She's got the doll. And then it's interesting that there's a half moon in this as well. So, yeah, it's something. I feel like the best time, like creative period, is in between the half and the full. That where you get all your insights and ideas. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe you'd want to write down when the moon comes up for you and then track it and see because that's for somebody. That is for somebody. I also heard working with more children, the children aspects, the child aspects, the inner child, the intimacy, and this is a sacral thing as well. So cherishing. It's all, yeah, giving yourself that big hug and saying it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah. And yeah, there's a little bit of swaying because it reminds me of a baby. When you hold a baby or a child, I would do this quite a bit, is the rocking motion. It's very healing. It's very soothing. Even as an adult, it's very soothing. All right. So those are the cards for the week. That is the message for the week as well. Yeah, I'm just, Lynn, I think I need that. Are you talking about the pyromorphite? That's what I'm guessing here, but it's a beautiful stone, definitely. She's just saying she had to face someone from the past on Christmas Day and was quickly reminded how nasty he could be, and had to remind myself that his presence was just temporary. And in hindsight, I see it as an opportunity to deal with past hurts and to release that too. Wow, look at that. You were gifted a beautiful opportunity to, show up and be present and be the observer and not the reactor. Bravo, Lynn. My friend, you've come such a long way. We've all come such a long way. Love you. You're doing amazing. You are amazing. All right. So just want to talk quickly about the mentorship that's coming up. Why do I always blank out there? Unleash Your Magic Intuitive One-on-One Mentorship and the Power of 8. It's an infinity group mentorship. There are only 2 spots left. It starts January 11th. And if you're interested in that, you'd like more information on that, maybe you want to jump on a call with me and find out more. So yeah, just comment mentorship and I'll get you the details. Or you can send me an email to 24khealing@gmail.com. And I think I will put that in the comments because there was a lady last week, Barbara V. I remember that. And she wanted more information on the mentorship, but she was commenting on YouTube. And for some reason, I had no way of messaging her. So it's funny how these things work. So Barbara, if you're watching this on the replay, please send me an email, my dear, or reach out through Facebook. Send me a private message. And yeah, let's get connected on that. And then there is the 2021 Dream Vision Map. This is a highly interactive and beautiful way to bring in the new year with a little bit of insight. Now, of course, I'm not starting right on, beginning of January. I give you like a week and a bit to kind of integrate everything that's happening around you first. And to start thinking about your dreams, your desires, your feelings, your purpose, and your vision. And we work together, co-creating this together, everything in real time. There will be healings, activations, meditations, and you will start your intention, your word for the year. Start thinking about that. And then we're going to manifest it together. Because anyone, and I'll say this many times, anyone that says that you can manifest and, that law of attraction and you just have to do this or do that. No, it's a feeling and it's an action. And it's not about getting things. It's about feeling. It is a feeling because you have to connect back to the feeling of who you are and how you how do you want to show up? And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. So comment dream to sign up for that. It is free. It is through Zoom, of course. And yeah, I've got quite a few ladies signed up already. So it's going to be fun. Because yeah, it's all about fun. And really that's all that matters. is having fun, creating that for yourself for the year, and having beautiful intentions to go with that feeling. And I just got to show this picture. Don't you just love this? Phoenix energy. Phoenix eagle energy. Yeah, so that's the power that we want to bring in, the transmutation, that beautiful energy. All right. So wrapping everything up here, let me know if you have any questions. If you're on the replay, please reach out as well. And, anything that you want to practice, you want to do, you want to intend, is already happening for you. And Lynn is just saying, oh, well, thank you. You are amazing. No, you are amazing. Let's go back and forth. Let's be Canadian about that. No, sorry. No, you. Oh, you were talking about the pyromorphite. There you go. That was for you, Lynn. That is for you. Amazing. Thank you for all your support over the years. There's been so many beautiful souls that have come into my life and are still around. And if you're not, and maybe you're watching from afar, I love you, and I'd love to hear from you. So I always want to know what you're doing, and how I can support you. Because that's what we need more of when we're going into 2021. It's not about, it's about co-creation, that Aquarian humanitarian energy community. Come on now. I mean, who's with me here? Let's do this. That's the only way that we're going to rebirth a new earth. I mean, you keep talking about it, but you actually have to do the work. Just like I was reminded with the Scrooge movie. Now, I've seen many versions, but my favorite is Mickey's Christmas Carol, okay? I just love Mickey Mouse and all that, but it's just a reminder, Scrooge changed, but he actually walked the walk and talked the talk. So that's what I'm saying. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's it. All right, guys, I hope you have, and I know you'll have, an amazing new year. Can't wait to celebrate into 2021. And yeah, I'm just thinking 2021 is definitely, there's still going to be lots of changes and shifts, and things are not going to just change on a whim. The change starts with us, and that's it. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Happy New Year.